Hey everybody, it's me again. We're inside the bowels of the house here in the crawl space. Just want to kind of take you through part 2 here of what we look at when we're underneath the house here. So, every house doesn't have a crawl space. Some do have basements. But here in the Pacific Northwest, most homes, because of our water table and drainage on and in the state, we find raised foundations and crawl spaces. So we spend a lot of time under the houses in our suits. And I just want to show you briefly what we're looking at here. So here's a typical crawl space. I hope you guys can see that with my headlamp. I didn't bring any, studio lighting here with me. This is my studio lighting. So this is a nice dry crawl space. This again is an older home. We've got clear plastic vapor barrier here on the ground. Newer homes will have a black plastic. So this looks to be in fairly decent shape. It does need to be restretched here in some areas to cover that ground up. What you'll also see here is we've got some rodent droppings. So in part 1, I showed you the nice access door that this one had. It probably was put on because of the fact that they had some rodent activity under here. Rodents will find a way in often in tiny little spots that you just can't see until you know that they're under the house. So since I see this, I will recommend that maybe some extermination measures should be taken, some traps placed up. I don't see that they've chewed any insulation in the space here. A lot of times they'll climb along these drain pipes, and then they'll climb up in the insulation here, and they'll kind of pull it down, and they'll shred it a little bit, and they will go ahead and start nesting in it. We'll find it laying on the ground, and then it has to be cleaned out. So some other things we're looking at underneath the house here, we're looking to see if the posts are loose, if they're secure here. They're on good concrete footings here. We do have the old form boards here, the old cardboard forms, and you can see how deteriorated these are. These do need to come out. These are a conducive condition for pests because these will get damp, they'll absorb moisture, and then as you can see, these were chewed by rodents here a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they were chewed on a little bit here. Other insects and pests, beetles and carpenter ants and stuff will chew on that and make nesting material out of it. So we want to see that taken off. The contractors don't remove it very often. We're looking at the drainage pipe here. This is black ABS pipe. It looks to be properly strapped and angled. I don't see anything dripping. I don't hear anything dripping. So we use our eyes and our ears when we're under the crawl space. The insulation all looks to be up, which is great news. They've got some bracing on here for some seismic stability here. This is an older home, so it doesn't have any strapping down here on the posts, which newer houses would have some metal strapping, some Simpson strong tie straps. We look at the sills, we look at the footings, looking for all sorts of cracks, moisture issues, and other related things under the house here that might cause a detriment to the home or the structure. I don't see any shifting or movement under this unit, so it does look pretty good. All in all, this is a pretty clean crawl space. I'll have to do another one with a not so clean one, and you guys can really see the fun of the job. So that's the bulk of the crawl space activity and what we look for when we're underneath the house. So I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to tag along anytime. Again, this is Brian Fish with Win Home Inspection. Have a wonderful day.